Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons and Gate Beaver Daddy. In case you were wondering what the ungodlaharf hell that was, I designed this intro to be comprehensible to exactly two people, myself and one other person, and then to a second tier of people in a slightly less sort of way.
Bantam, it's an emergency! The crows have come back to Forest Village and they're trying to take it over again! You have to defeat 100 of them, you must chase them out of Forest Village!
Oh, I see. So because I'm playing as the Be-Lip-Be-Chonk with this smacky formula, he must automatically be good at combing bats. By which I mean combat. So, it's that time of the month again, where I record Billy. It's been a while because I've been at work. Haha. Though that being said, actually, so today, thank you, today's Sunday, at the time of recording this, and on Friday of this week, I was summoned into my boss's office, which you might think is a really worrying thing. But no, he summoned everyone into his office, just not all at the same time, because how would we all fit? And, oh, I see sparkles in as long as a coin. Thank you. And he was like, hey, I appreciate you. And then he gave me a box of champagne. Yes, a box. Well, it was a bottle within a box. And it came flush with 2 champagne glasses. And he was like, hey, I appreciate you. Is there anything we can do to help? And I'm like, yeah, the trains kind of suck. And he's like, oh, well, we'll adjust your hours so they suck a bit less. And I'm like, oh, that's possibly the nicest thing you've ever done for me? Now, I'm not a big fan of the guy, but I can't very well say that on the internet in case anyone happens to watch this video who works at the same place that I work. But hey, you're allowed to have opinions on people, and that's fair enough. But anyway, this was actually a really sweet gesture, because up until now, all he's ever done is criticize my artwork. And like, his critiques have always just been, I don't like it, and that's as much detail as he goes into. And for people wondering, I am the social media manager for a pharmaceutical company. So there's a lot of like, how is that fruit under that egg? How dare you? What I do involves a lot of artwork. Oh no, there's a bee friend. There are multiple bee friends. Why did I? When I could just carry on using Clippin'. Clippin's probably better for these friends because Clippin goes shoopity-wah-wah into the air place. You know? And I may have mentioned previously, I may not have done as well, I don't actually remember what I said in the series at this point because it's so long between episodes, but I usually main Bantam in the multiplayer, and that has no bearing on anything. Like, the players all character identically. Yes, clearly that's what I meant to say. The characters all play identically in the multiplayer, so there really is no reason for favouring one over the rest, unless you have a particular taste for their voice clips. And I don't, it's just I spent the whole game playing as Billy, so I'd want to play as non-Billy. By the way, it's a bomb. That was beautiful and tragic at the same time. It was a beautiful tragedy. Oh no, oh no. Will you just get fat and plunge? You know what, I'm not going to finish that sentence because that's fine as it is. Will you just get fat and plunge? Are we done? Can we proceedment? I will take that as a no. Then where hell, what else am I doing this? Are there more friends in this direction that simply haven't spawned because I'm not close enough? Is there a hidden button that I have missed? Clippin', you're still over here. You probably have more charges left in you, so tag out. Or rather, Clippin' tag in. Now, the red splotch on Clippin's chest, right? Ah, here's another friend. How would I have known that you were here? Right. I've always thought it looked a bit like a reflection, sort of. Like, Clippin' doesn't actually have the red on its chest, it's just got a really shiny chest and it's always standing in front of something vaguely circular and vaguely red. But maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just me, but I hate mixtapes. Now, does anyone actually remember bad lip reading? I mean, technically they are still doing their thing. I think it's a he. Technically, bad lip reading is still running, it's just they haven't done any music in ages. Like, the bad lip reading songs were the best part. What's over here? More friends. Other Friends, that was the title of the previous episode, which was a Steven reference, and oh my goodness, I didn't even press a button there, thank you for the combo. Oh my goodness, Steven Universe Future is like, I'm enjoying it, but like at the same time, there are holes in it here and there and widdly wents. Like my big question with Steven Universe Future is, how is all of this stuff only happening now? Like, why did the universe politely wait for 2 years for Steven to go through the growth necessary to make the film happen, and then throw the events of Steven Universe at him. You know what? I'm gonna stick with that. So yeah, this has to be special, otherwise why would it be so far out of the way? Get me trying to apply logic to a video game. Probably it won't be completely meaningless. So, like, it's good, but there's a bit of, like, almost negative character development. Like, all the characters feel like they've forgotten how to intelligence since the finale of Series 5. Is that just me? It's still a good series, I'm still enjoying it, I'm still living for the fan service, and by that I mean, you know, all the new gem friends and such like. Can I go backwards? Would it behove me? It would not behove me even slightly. Yeah, why not? This coming from the chap who, just yesterday, suggested that you should have a child who introduces himself as Ed, but it turns out that it's actually short for bed, which in turn is short for bedman. Or bedwood, but that sounds more like a direction. Exact quote from me. Huh, oh, I was going to say, that box is floating. It's not floating anymore. I want to say... Oh, right, yeah, no, I was going to say that whole random thought sounded familiar. It's because earlier today my father was talking about floating licenses, and actually so was I. We were having a conversation about floating licenses, because, frankly, the whole subscription model on, like, software is textbook definition of extortion, and I don't approve of it. And, like, I'm not talking about subscription on YouTube, because, like, by all means, hit the subscribe and the notification bell, press a like, etc. But, like, stuff like Adobe, this is your official call-out post. No, but, like, why pay money repeatedly for the same thing is what I'm getting at. It seems like it should be illegal, and the only reason why it isn't is because it makes companies money. But that would make me sound like I'm being some sort of... Dang? I've forgotten how to speak English. We've used up all of our clipping. Great! My favourite time for inconvenience. Just what I wanted to have happen. Now, can one of you please inflate and penetrate? That's the order of the day. Can you tell I'm a phone? Hey, that was not meant to sound anywhere near as lewd as it came out, so, seriously. Inflation, no interest. Penetration, time and a place. Am I really going there? Is this really a thing that I'm doing? Am I that invested in throwing a middle finger towards copper because, oh my god, the copper apocalypse in a proper copper pot? Hey, stop poompling my eggs, I need to murder you! I disagree with this. What is the English language? For 10 points. That's how Jeopardy works, right? Have we ever had Jeopardy in the UK? I mean, we've had... Have you seen the political news lately? Yes, we've had Jeopardy in the UK. But I mean, the game show Jeopardy. I don't think we've ever had a UK version. Don't you dare. Just let me murder you in peace. Get big and use fire, but don't use fire. I don't like these enemies. I'm playing badly. It's warm in my room and I'm currently shirtless, and I turned off the radiator. I very nearly said radio. That too. By the way, at the office where I work, they have the radio on a lot of the time, and they play so much shite on the radio, and just... Ugh, how are any of the songs in the top 10 at the moment? Because they're shite! There is one enemy left, and more than one in this room. Well, I want to see what's up here first, because clack the controller loudly, and bite the wax tadpole. I saw the shadow of a coin out there, and frankly, we're too poor at the moment. I would like to be able to use the Sonic eggs, because so far they've been like, no, you can't use us because you're too poor. Every single camera, thank you. Right, you're there. Get into my pocket, belly. How many do we have? We actually got all 5. I don't remember getting 5, but sure. Okay, well then, you can all spawn a subsequent time, and... Oh, I see, that's how it is. I was just there. And what, if we kill all of these, will that gateway open, and we'll be able to return to a previous segment of the level? Well, I don't need this. You're making more friends for me to fight. Am I the only one who feels like that there should be at least one of these levels where there is only 100 enemies to defeat? Am I overdoing it? Also, by the way, good morning, Bantam.
Good morning!
He's a precious entity. And I can only headcanon that because of his parallels with Knuckles the Echidna that Bantam must also be something of a himbo. But then again, why? Why? I mean, that's an S, so, not the same part of the alphabet. But come on, game, why is this? I believe the Billy Hatch characters do have canon personalities in, hey, by the way, we've 100%ed, well, not 100%ed because we're still missing some coins, but that doesn't really matter. We've finished the missions in Forest Village. So let's just move on to, oh, it's another, yeah, why not? Let's just have a Fighty-Foo episode. There's probably I'm fairly sure I saw the sparkle of a chick coin in that opening cutscene, but we'll see. Oh, I like the way oh, we're starting in here! I'm getting distracted by everything. First of all...
Holy, it's an emergency! Again! A bunch of crows come and invaded Pirates Island! They're probably waiting to attack while Billy was away! We need you to chase them away and protect our Pirates Island!
I was going to say, I like how the, you're definitely going to hide another chick coin in here because it's so gold it would be camouflaged perfectly. The blue launch circle things, they started low poly and then they popped into being high poly when the camera got closer. Hello, poly. Polyrhythm? No, there are too many layers to explaining that, so I'm not going to bother. And I'm going to exactly learn none of my lesson and just defeat everything that I see, because, hey, get riggedy wrecked with a T. Yeah, there's probably a manga or something that gives these characters characterization. Maybe there's just more in Japan. End of thought. There's more in Japan. Just go to Japan, there's more. Must you lick my egg? I mean, I know I said I'm a furry, but come on. No, with the tongue. No, thank you. We've all seen the Bowser Mem comic, and in fact, we may not have done. I am friends with the guy who made the Bowser Mem comic. Do not look it up if you are not already familiar, because you will have an experience of some flavors. I don't know if I was supposed to get up here the way I just got up here. I just want to, can I make? I can't make, but I can make like this. Haha. I would say I'm getting good at collecting coins, but I'm not sure if I am. Can I jump over like this? I kind of can. And we stopped on a dime, or a dime if you're reading it in Spanish, which, why would you read Spanish in the middle of an English sentence? You know, dole que la quiera, to quote. I want to say it was on the official Eurovision CD of 2001? Spain sent a song called Dile que la quiera, meaning tell her that I love her. But on the disc it was listed as dole que la quiera, which doesn't mean anything. Just Dole sure is a brand of fruit. Fruit cups and such like. And hey, we did a nice tame. Swinging things. Swing thing, how far will you go? Bye, Felicia! Hang on a minute, that didn't even count as a kill, it was just, hey, I'm gonna jump and then despawn and everyone will be sad, especially you because you have to deal with me a subsequent time. That's... Oh no, there's friends everywhere! Why are they all falling out of the everything? I'm going to keep shouting Ike until you actually go. Stop this! I know I'm bad with the timing, and I'm thinking, how did I get such a good rank in the previous mission? Because all I'm doing is bumbling around. I'm chumbling. I'm twaddling through the city. It's a twaddling song. Don't question it. Georgia 2018 Junior Eurovision. Ha! Hi! You're a friend, and now you're dead. You're a dead friend. Some people have friends who are dead, and that's just the circle of life. Memento mori, unus annus. Yes, I'm following that. Shut up. Ah! My child has been murdered. I'm not even, that shouldn't be, you know what, I'm just gonna abandon this. Just from a distance, that chick looked like a score bunny. And, having seen Pokemon Sword and Shield, it turned out a lot better than I was expecting, but then I didn't really have any, much in the way of expectations in the first place, and, yeah, it looks pretty good. If I had a Switch, I would think about getting one, or possibly both of them. And if I did, then Sobble Squad, but then in the secondary version I will inevitably not play quite as much, I would start with Skull Bunny. Because, I never really saw the appeal of Grookey, but then again, I'm not really a big fan of apes or apes and monkeys and etc. Oh, hey, that counted. Also flag physics, hooray. Hooray. Yeah, just the aesthetic of apes and monkeys and primates, walnuts, never really been a big fan of. As you can tell, I'm not a big fan of humans in general. I need to have a friend, but I also need the Heelys. Hey, for once, we both wanted and got a chonky butterfly. Imagine, like, what an actually chonky butterfly would look like, though. I mean, as I said before, be lip be chonk with this smacky formula. Oh, I do still have a friend. I thought my friend had run out of friend. And I'm so glad that the frogs get stunned when you combo them, because the penguins kind of don't. Now, is there an airborne... Oh, there's a lot of friends in the circular arrangement. Baby, don't do this. I'm going to have to murder you. I can't murder you. I've run out of friend again. Except this time for real. Well, then I'll just have to make some new friends. Literally, I will give birth to a friend. I was going to say, is there a chick coin suspended above that stack of rocks to the front side of me? And, I mean, they did that in the previous missions. I'm not sure why they do it more than once, but hey, if it worked the first time, why not reiterate? I would say, can you tell I've not commentated in a while, but honestly, this is kind of my usual pedigree of bullshit. Now, I've noticed as well, as I've recorded this series, that I've sort of slipped back into my old habits of just drive the egg into every enemy, and that's how you'll... can I jump down there? I feel like I'm not going to want to. Oh, there's an... Oh, there's a boo-hoo! There's a boo-hoo. And the fact that the camera doesn't immediately follow the entity that I'm launching is a bit disorientating. Come on, give me the... Oh, okay, so I batted. Is that... Have we had that hat yet? Because I want to get the contents of that egg. I've thrown a custard to her face. You ever seen My Fair Lady? There's a lot of throwing custards. I can't see what type of egg this is anymore, but that's okay because I already know. I wouldn't say it's a psychic egg, can I? No, it really does want you to get good with the cannon. Well, that's just Sadness. Sadness Everdeen, protagonist of the slightly unhappy games. Oh no, I want to hatch this egg. Can you all stop existing, please? Can you please not exist, thank you? So, there's this voice that I put on sometimes, that my mother has nicknamed Vladimir, and like... Okay, I don't know if we've seen this hat yet, but this is the psychic hat that I was talking about forever ago. But like, we think, like, we're not entirely sure what accent it actually is, and it's probably not even, like, it's probably really offensive to the language that it's closest to sounding like. But my mother has nicknamed it Vladimir, and like, I think it sounds roughly like it might be a bad imitation of Romanian, so it would probably... Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, so when you press B to launch the egg, you gain manual control of the egg. So, oh. For a limited time. It's a limited time deal. So, I'm fairly sure that Vladimir isn't a Romanian name, but then again, I guess there was Vlad Dracula, or no, Dracula, Vlad the Impaler. Was he Romanian? Count Dracula was Romanian, maybe? I don't know history. Well, basically, it's kind of this accent. It's kind of like Mr. Joseph Gordon-Levitt in the woods. There's a hint of whimsy to the voice, a slight inflection, and sometimes he ends his thoughts with God Save the Queen. And that's not meant to be offensive to anyone, that's just a voice that I put on sometimes. It's surprisingly addictive. Like, my mother will just say something slightly wonkily, and then I'll be like, hey, I can latch onto that and just run away with this voice. And that's what I end up doing. Now, did we get 4 out of 5? We did. So this would have been a perfect run of episodes in terms of getting coin. No, mind your tongues, I'm going to leave with this funky hat. Thank you and good night. And that actually is roughly episode length.
Good morning.
She's precious. I will murder people for this child. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Now, is this going to be another unexpected S? Because I never expect the S. Why have I suddenly gotten good now that it's stopped mattering, he says, completely putting off the main objective of the game. I should just shut up and be grateful about these S's, but I mean, I've turned into a pigeon. Let's have a quick look at the egg gallery since we're here. How close are we to completion? Oh, we're actually really close, come to think of it, or come to observe it, so I still don't get why the twinkle is the no noise. Now, the problem is, as you might notice as we scroll through here, there are multiple eggs that have the same pattern on them. And so, I'm trying to remember, because like this, for instance, I'm pretty sure is a lion. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize it was invincibility. I should probably have realized that soon. I thought it was attack up, whatever. So there's that. I think there's something else that can come from that color of egg as well, and so if you don't hatch that, then you're obviously missing number 39, I think. I don't know. There's... Oh, no, actually, this is the... super fruit. Then this will be something else that's in exactly that style of egg, and that's much more useful in multiplayer than single player anyway. But hey, we're doing surprisingly close. Okay, that's the extra life one. Well, where's the... Oh, also missing one of these, but that's okay. But I don't think we've come across the mission that it's in yet, and there's multiple friends. Okay, but where's the... Here we go. Crow, it will steal your light, as we've seen, and there is also another one that I'm fairly sure we will come across in the first mission in Sand Ruin that I'm just putting off for no reason. I remember it being harder than it probably is. I don't know. But enough about that. We'll discuss it more when the time becomes appropriate. For now, I have been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons, and I shall see you in the next episode.